Imagine a monumental dream, cutting a path through a continent, connecting to vast oceans. Sounds incredible, right? But for the French, this dream of building the Panama Canal became a tragic nightmare, plagued by an invisible, relentless foe. Indeed, disease played an absolutely catastrophic and ultimately decisive role in the French failure to construct the Panama Canal. It was not just a challenge. It was the primary reason their ambitious project collapsed, costing countless lives and immense financial resources. The core mechanism behind this failure was the widespread prevalence of two deadly tropical diseases, malaria and yellow fever. The French engineers and laborers arrived in Panama, largely unaware that these illnesses were transmitted by mosquitoes. Instead, prevailing medical theory at the time, known as the miasma theory, attributed fevers and sickness to bad air or vapors rising from decaying organic matter in the swamps. This fundamental misunderstanding meant that instead of fighting the vectors of disease, they were focused on draining swamps for perceived noxious fumes, often creating more mosquito breeding grounds in the process. Yellow fever, with its sudden onset of high fever, headaches, muscle aches, and characteristic yellow skin from liver damage, could kill within a week. Malaria, while often less immediately fatal, caused debilitating recurrent fevers, chills, and weakness, rendering workers too ill to labor and making them susceptible to other infections. This devastating reality meant that while the French had brilliant engineering minds and significant financial backing, they simply could not keep enough healthy workers on site. The death toll was staggering, with estimates ranging from 20,000 to over 22,000 lives lost to disease during their 9-year effort. Construction camps became death traps, and the constant turnover of sick and dying workers meant a perpetual lack of experienced personnel. This grim experience, however, inadvertently laid crucial groundwork for later success. The sheer scale of the medical crisis spurred scientific inquiry into tropical diseases, eventually leading to the groundbreaking discovery that mosquitoes were indeed the carriers. This crucial piece of knowledge, though too late for the French, would later empower the American effort to combat these diseases effectively. The story of the French Panama Canal attempt is a profound lesson in the intersection of grand engineering, human resilience, and scientific understanding. Their heart-wrenching failure underscores how vital epidemiological knowledge is when undertaking large-scale projects in challenging environments. It demonstrates that even the most ambitious human endeavors can be brought to their knees by forces that are unseen, but ultimately understandable and conquerable through scientific insight. Ultimately, the immense human cost and the crushing blow to morale caused by disease made the French project untenable. It was a tragic proving ground where the lack of scientific understanding of tropical illnesses directly led to engineering defeat. Yet, from this failure emerged the critical medical knowledge that would transform the seemingly impossible dream of connecting the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans into a reality for the next generation of builders.